So, this channel is all about resetting and restarting my life. I am 37 years old. I'll be 38 this year. That has really caused me to reflect. I feel like in my 30s now, like every year I'm reflecting, I'm looking over life and looking over different things. And this year, it's just different. There's a lot of things that have been on my mind, that have been on my plate in the last year that I'm finally bold enough to address and do. So that's part of the reason why I'm even doing a channel and doing social media, because it's something I've always wanted to do. I actually did YouTube maybe 10 years ago, and I lasted maybe 6 or 7 videos. All of the videos did good, but I stopped because I started getting in my head. Like, it started to be overwhelming. I had one video that hit like 80,000, and I was just like, whoa. And so I kind of put the brakes on it, and I started to overthink it, and I stopped. And I had aspirations to continue it at some point, and then life just continues, and nerves and just the lack of understanding of how to do this in a consistent way stopped me from continuing to pursue it. So I stopped, and now I'm at the stage of life where I'm looking at so many areas where I'm just like, I need to completely restart. Like, my finances are not where I want them to be at this age. My career, my business. I want to talk about all of those things. My education, my relationships, just my taking care and pouring into me and building myself as a woman. I don't think I've reached the goal that I have for myself and I've always had for myself. And so it's something about this age. It's something about this age that has made me step back and say, no, not anymore. Like, it has to change today. And my mindset is totally different. Like, before, I've always battled perfectionism and needing to plan every detail, which is one of the things about YouTube that failed for me, which is like, I randomly uploaded a video and I think it did 10,000 views. And at that time in 2016, that was incredible. Like, what? No videos prior, 10,000 views. And then I had another one that hit maybe 7 or 8,000 and another that hit 80,000. And I'm just like, whoa. It became, to me, I didn't have a plan and I didn't know how to handle it. And so I shut down. And that was something I've always struggled with, needing to be perfect, needing to have like every single box checked and have every single plan in detail prior to me stepping out on something. And so this year, I just don't care. Like, I don't care about not being perfect. I have lived enough now to know that consistency will always beat perfectionism. Like, there's no comparison. A consistent person will start with what they have. They'll make moves. Oh my God. Okay, so I have to say this. Like, I'm a big Hamilton fan. And I've always been drawn to the story and the dynamic between Aaron Burr and Alexander Hamilton. So if you haven't seen it, these are the two primary characters. And the real story is that Alexander Hamilton was killed by Aaron Burr. But the way the musical shows the dynamics of their relationship, it shows that Hamilton was the one who would take every opportunity and even make his own opportunities as it presented. And Aaron Burr was the exact opposite. His whole song was called Wait For It, because this whole thing is about waiting for this opportunity, this waiting for his chance in the spotlight, waiting. And that waiting ended up basically getting him to a point where he never reached what he wanted to reach. And out of his continuing feud with Hamilton, he ends up killing him. But I always felt like he killed him out of a level of jealousy, because he's the guy he wants to be. I have a twin sister, and I have always been inspired by her. My sister is a makeup artist, and I watched her desire it. Like, I wanted to do makeup well before she did, but I wasn't as passionate about it. But also, I was about perfectionism. Like, I needed to wait until I could get like all the top line stuff. I watched all these videos on YouTube all day and all night. I studied every single detail. I wanted every single piece. And that ultimately I just never started. Whereas my sister, she had what she had and she put herself out there. And I see her do that all the time. My mom is the same, but I've always struggled with not wanting to step out on faith and just even knowing what that looks like, even as a believer, struggling with, okay, well, what is faith? What does that look like? Anyways, so this year I have just like come to a place of understanding that if I just take the step, even if I fall, I learned something new to get up and take maybe this time I can take 2 or 3 more steps. I may fall again, but this time I'm taking 10 more. You know what I'm saying? So this year I'm doing a whole overhaul. I would love everybody who is, oh, and let me just say this. The best thing about being at this age is understanding that it is never too late to start over. You can have a million restarts. It does not matter. It does not matter. Like, time is relative to everyone in their own experience, and do not let that prevent you from getting up and trying again, starting something different, taking a new endeavor. I was just watching online, people were clowning T.I. because he's doing comedy. I'm like amazed at somebody who is as successful as he is in his field, and he's raised his children, and he's of a certain age now, but he still has the motivation to get up and like say, you know what, this is something I think I'm a funny guy. This is something I want to pursue, and he's actually putting his foot forward. And in the world, you get laughed at for that. But to me, I'm looking at it with a level of admiration. Like, wow, that takes confidence in yourself, or at least confidence in yourself to see it through. And anyway, so that's that. So for everybody who is of whatever age you're at and you're ready to do a restart, come on, follow, go ahead, subscribe. We're going to do a lot of things here. I'm working on losing weight. I am building my relationship with Jesus. I am reopening my business that I shut down to work a 9 to 5. And I'm going to reopen my business. I will be continuing to work on trading because I do trade, but I'm kind of restarting that journey. And I'm going to talk about some of those struggles. So if you like that, and if you feel like you can gain something, go ahead, click subscribe, follow, like, let me know your thoughts or anything that you want to express in the comments. And I'll see y'all next week.